In the beginning, there was death. And then, there was life. The year is 3016. The terrible whiptosis, an epidemic that began in 2016, where people did the popular trend the whip so much that it caused muscle eruptions, has wiped out most of the population. 1,000 years later, the remaining survivors have to re-establish the planet, and the new society, Livasia, is formed.
In Livasia, the lower class live outside the inner circle in treehouses. They live around nature but have access to the inner circle, just they cannot live there. The inner circle contains the upper class, who are associated with the all-powerful King Arbitrat in the government. The lower class work in the shops and the commerce dome to earn a living and to be fed. Upper class live in more modern, colorful homes and go to shops just for fun. The city barrier protects the Livasia's citizens from barbarians who support the whip and dab.
The colors of the flag are all symbolic of Livasia's beliefs and characteristics. The green stripes symbolize Livasia's nature and its renewal. The blue stripes symbolize Arbitrat's knowledge and power. The red stripes symbolize the military strengths. The gold circle symbolizes Livasia's rise to success and victory from the terrible trends of the whip and the dab.
Livasia is located in what was Central Asia before the whip and dab epidemic began. The terrain consists of mostly forests with the central circle cleared out for the commercial dome. Livasia's name is derived from the ancient Scandinavian word liv, meaning life. Asia, from an English origin, means to rise, so the name Livasia is symbolic for rising up and starting life again.
While Livasia's citizens are expected to treat each other equally, this is not always the case between the upper and lower class. The lower class live in smaller and less modern tree houses. The upper class live in luxurious homes with electricity and technology. The religion that all Livasian citizens follow is known as coexistentism, where all citizens are supposed to be treated equally under their god and king Arbitrat. Regarding race, all races who have survived the epidemic have the same privileges and rights according to the government.
The citizens of Livasia are required to speak and write in fluent Old English. Men and women, as well as adults and children, are equal. This is the way it has always been for the citizens of Livasia.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the Equality United Citizens, and to the government, totalitarian as it stands, one theocracy under Arbitrat who oversees all. I pledge to see my neighbor as I see myself, and to guide the younger generations to withstand from the repulsive and degrading cultist movements known as the whip and the dab, in order to save myself and to save my people from death and destruction as it was done before.
Livasia is under totalitarian theocracy. This means that Arbitrat, the religious god, is also the ruler of all. There are 10 laws. All members of Central Livasia are exempt from the laws and shall be respected by all members of society. All citizens are required to learn ballroom dancing. Violence is not tolerated. Anything astray from equality is illegal. Mistreatment and abuse of any form is not tolerated. Men, women, adults, and children are all equal, and adults guide the children. The government oversees punishments. All citizens are required to write in Old English. Arbitrat is God, Arbitrat is king. Electronic devices are illegal.
The military is central to the safety and containment of the citizens. Guards from the military stay around the outside barrier to keep out violators of the law.
Livasia's currency is gold, silver, and bronze stones.
The bank is at the heart of business as it keeps currency flowing. There are small shops that carry clothing and household items. There are also shops for food and shops for entertainment items. Lower class citizens work at the shops, but only the higher class citizens can shop there. These are all family-owned businesses. Shops are small because Lavasians live the simple life. The commerce center is important to the business industry because it brings in goods needed for business owners and ships goods from Lavasia all over the world. Acorns and apples are both making business soar with other countries for their high demand.
Regarding trade, Lavasia's many apple trees made the apple a perfect export crop. To maintain the upper class's fancy clothing, Lavasia imported an abundance of cotton.
Lavasia has a very distinct culture and cultural achievements. The Monaine, whose main purpose in life is to collect and memorize horror stories about the whip and dab, relate the stories back to the Lavasians. There is an emphasis on daily rituals for religion and daily worship of Arbitrat. Anti-whip and dab movements are supported by the culture, and if a citizen is seen whipping or dabbing, they are thrown out of Lavasia and can never return. There is a huge emphasis on classical dancing.
In education, there is an emphasis on morals and nature. Schooling is required for all citizens until they reach 20 years old, where they have to take a final exam over all that they've learned. Science is the most important subject. Some science achievements include ways to make trees live longer. Lavasians are very knowledgeable of nature and plants. Now Lavasians are looking for cures for liptosis and diabetes and have found new medical value in pieces of nature. There is no emphasis on math unless the math involves science or medication. Art is nature inclined and is centered on tree art. There are many paintings praising Arbitrat. Ballroom dancing is huge. Theater replaces all movies for lower classes. There is a big interest in books about nature. There are fiction and horror stories about the whip and dab. All citizens are required to write in Old English. Go.
You live in a tree house. Da, 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 da. I have fancy clothes than you. You are wearing a trash bag.
I'm just gonna punch you and walk away.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, let's do it. Lily, scream. Scream, Lily.
And we die. And everybody.
Scream, Lily! How do you feel?
The freaking tree rained into my eyeball. Ow! There's something in my eye. I don't like outside. Wait, hold on!
Elizabeth!
Tong, Ming Ching Hong.
Bye. Got me some cotton. Probably a fun time.